first installment of A Piece of Hype. Of course, as you look around me, I'm surrounded by 50 million pairs of shoes. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but this is something that I've been told to do for a while now, from friends, from family, but just something that I wanted to do for myself. And especially during this time when it comes to quarantine, be able to create or also just give something for you guys to kind of get full information when it comes to sneakers and also my weekly pickups. I've been collecting sneakers for 9 years now, but actually being full-fledged and going crazy with it for probably like the past 2 years. I'm just pretty much gonna go with everything that's connected or just in arm's reach. So since it is to the right of me, I'm gonna start off with the Black Hat 4s. Now this is a pair that I really like, and I actually wanted for a couple of years, and I'm glad that Jordan actually brought these back. So I caught these at the beginning of the year. I think it was like January, and paid a little bit extra just to make sure that I had a secure pair. As you know, I am like one of those type of people that just rather pay a little bit extra than to wait and get my feelings hurt when it comes to the sneaker apps. You know, so I'd rather take an L in my pocket than an L on my website. So here are the Black Hat 4s. Very easy shoe to wear with anything. SB has been having a comeback, so I want to bring these out. These are the De La Souls. Another one of my pickups from this year. I'm kind of like laughing now because I haven't realized how much I picked up this year. It's just been kind of like when I see something and I bid for it and I get it, I get it.
I get fly. I don't care who make the sneakers. If it match my outfit and I need them, I'ma get them.
But I really went back to like different things that I wasn't able to get when I didn't have the funds to be able to do so. So these are pretty cool. I like the detailing on the back end of them. Like I said, they are called the De La Souls. You come with your extra laces, your green laces. And I preferably put the brown laces in. They don't come with the brown laces when you buy them, but it just looks a little bit better to me. Okay. And of course, the Cotton Gold. Like I said, I paid more. Sometimes if you want to actually find that shoe, if it means something to you. In that same category, we're gonna go to SB Box again. So like I said, I picked up a lot of things this year. Now this is one of the shoes that I actually caught under retail. And it's very cool to me just because of the full details of the shoe. When you buy it, it comes originally like this, where all the paneling is khaki. But you know, it also gives you the opportunity to be creative with them. So I took a chance of I did cut myself doing these. So they have like little like scratches here, and also the swoosh is cut up there. But also too, I kind of went crazy and didn't know what I was doing, and the check is up a little bit. But it's a story to tell with them. You cut the back tabs off, and it's different colors. And it also comes with different sets of laces as well. So you have your black laces that goes with the royal pair, and then you have your North Carolina blue that goes with this pair here. Low top, easy to wear with, put on like shorts or something. But it is a very nice shoe, and I caught these under retail. One of my like steals at the beginning of the year. And kind of switch it up a little bit. Just something quick. Got a Nike basketball. Probably one of the most comfortable basketball shoes I've ever played in my life. And like I said, it's pretty affordable too, to be honest. They were under retail, I paid $105 for them. They retail for $115, $110. So it's not too big of a difference, but like I said, for what you're paying for that $105, you get a lot for that, you know, cushion and details as well. I have an Air Jordan 4, another Air Jordan 4. You know, 4s, like I said, is like my second model as far as like my favorites. Of course, it's the black, like, well, 3s. The black Sigma 3s is like my favorite shoe of all time, but we'll get into that later. But these are the cool gray 4s. It's a pretty good pickup. These actually came out last year in August. Of course, like I said, I paid an extra. I think paid $278 from StockX. The next shoe that I have come in this heavy ass suitcase. Kanye being Kanye. But these are the Yeezy Boost 750s. I think I bought these maybe like 2 years ago. from Flight Club, matter of fact. And it's a very like interesting shoe, but it's something like you can wear during the fall time, like with a long jacket. Flight Club tag, of course. And then you have like your dust bags and different things like that. And then it also has like this weird padding in the inside of the box as well. So just to like, I guess, secure, you know, keep them okay. Of course, your boost at the bottom. Now there's another pair of these that I really want to get, the all black pair. And then it's also a gray pair with the glow bottom. But the only thing is I just don't like the gray pair has the gum bottom instead of like a solid white bottom. Since we're gonna talk about Kanye, might as well go to his friend of his, Virgil. Off-whites, SBs. Like I said, SBs has been, you know, growing back into the sneaker culture. It wasn't really a phase of them going away, but it's just people are kind of catching on to, you know, rappers and different players wearing these. These are the Virgil off-white SBs. Pretty decent pair. It came out in 3 different colorways. It was this pair, the Michigan. You had your kind of like an Ohio State colorway, and then there was like a green and white pair. These are probably the best colorways. If I do pick up anything out of this, it would probably be like an Ohio State pair, but these are the best ones out of the set. Pretty sure you know that symbol. This is the Kobe 10. The shoe that I actually played in for a little bit. It's like just my main hooping shoe. And they come in this orange color. I don't know the exact name for the colorway, but this is like, it was different to me. Just with the gold and like the orange mixed with the like cranberry, I'm gonna say it's like a purple, like cranberry type of color. But they're pretty nice. Comfortable as well. These are the only Kobe's that I have. Sad to say, I do want the Grinch 6s. I also want a couple of the Christmas colorways, but since he has passed, prices for those sneakers have gone up like a lot. And I just don't see myself paying like $2 grand for a basketball sneaker that I'm not gonna really be able to wear a fit with. But will be something cool to have in the collection one of these days. Just kind of going to like little basic sneakers. These pairs are actually like gifted to me. So I have this pair, and then I also have a gray colorway as well. And this was like when Pharrell first signed. Kind of like got into like the Stan Smith bag, and Pharrell was like seen wearing them, and they had like their colors collection. So they came in like green, yellow, and then I think it was a red as well. And then they had these 2 colors, and they were suede. So there's like a navy blue suede, and then you have your gray blue suede. I may actually like start wearing these again. I have these, I got these like 2015, 2016, but I haven't like really put them on since. So real clean shoe to like put on the summertime, throw some shorts, a hat, and then you're good.
Who bought them for you?
All right, so we got another sneaker, LeBron 7 All-Star 2010. If you know this shoe, you know like how much it would mean like to me. Just for the simple fact that the All-Star game was held here that year in 2010. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go, but I did get a chance to go to the events that they had in the city that year. I remember going to like this event, and they had all the media for like the players, just to get a chance to do the interviews before the game, but also as well they had like the practice there too. But I went to that event with my uncle, my cousin, and then like my granddad. So we actually got a chance to see D Wade. He was actually trying to run away like from the media. They would ask him like different questions and different things like that. But it was like a really big year for the city. We actually just had the AT&T Stadium built for the Cowboys. But when you look at the color of the shoe, you'll kind of understand the color of it, but also LeBron is a Cowboys fan. I don't know why. So you have all blue, LeBron 7, has like the details on it. And then you have East on this shoe at the bottom of the laces, and then you have 2010 on the bottom of the laces of these. It's also a patch in the inside, just to kind of commemorate the All-Star game being held, and then it has East in the insole. You can't see it, but it is inside of the shoe just to show like what team LeBron was playing for in that All-Star game. They actually came out with a new pair this year, re-released But I went ahead and grabbed a pair from that actual year, the 2010 pair. I did go ahead and purchase them, of course, on StockX. And I just like different things with history and stories and stuff like that too. You know, every collector has their way on what they collect. For me, I'm more when it comes to like stories and details and, you know, exclusives. You know, because you can easily go into a store and buy like a pair of Jordans or a pair of Nikes, but to have something with a story means a lot. Now this pair here, a lot of people really didn't know too much about, which makes it even better. They recently had a sale on the other colorways, but this pair was just like better to me out of the three. So you have your Air Max CDGs, Comme des Garçons. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but oh well. These are Air Max 95s. Colorway, so you have like your white, and then it goes up into different shades of gray until you finally hit black, which is perfect. It is 3M on the eyelets of the shoe, and then also 3M on the back of the shoe as well. It's like a weird like cloth suede feel. This portion here like kind of flaps up a little bit, which is cool that I think as well. And the bottom is an all black sole. They're like my work shoes. I wear these more than just about anything in my collection. These are my first pair, actually 95s as well. But I really think it's a good shoe to have if you're willing to pay that, you know, that price tag. Of course, since it is like a luxury brand, you're paying more than you regularly would for a regular Air Max. I think the regular Air Max range from like $100 or something like that. Unfortunately, retail these are like $350. So you can't just like pay your regular prices for them. Like I said, you're paying for that name attached to the brand. Got another pair of LeBrons. Like I said, you're gonna see a lot of pair of LeBrons from me. It is my favorite player. But these, oh my God. So funny story with these. I was waiting around and watching the market before I actually decided to buy these. It's like almost midnight. Put in my bid for them and was pissed about it because I ended up paying more than really what I had to. It's another thing with the sneaker game. You take hits, you take losses. I got a purchase in here that we're gonna get in a little bit later, and y'all probably gonna be like, what the fuck? But at the end of the day, the shoes in my collection. But this is my last pickup that I picked up so far, but it's like my favorite of the year. Like, I kind of, when I opened this box, I started smiling because I was like, damn, like this shit is beautiful. So you got, look, I'm struggling. Your LeBron 7 Media Day. Beautiful. So LeBron, you know, he's with the Lakers now. And a lot of people don't like it. I don't have a favorite team. I go wherever LeBron goes. You go to China, I'm in China. You go to Budapest, I'm in Budapest. You go to Saudi Arabia, I'm in Saudi Arabia. He go up the street, you know, I'm from there, wherever he go. I don't care if they got chains or jerseys. We wearing it. So this is LeBron 7 Media Day. So this is like my last pickup so far. Just the details, it's just crazy. The fact that it's a, you know, two-tone shoe, and then like with most LeBron 7s, you have that patent leather, but this pair here, you have like that butter leather. You know, so this shoe, it took me almost probably 4 to 5 months to find this shoe. The one thing that I like about it is the materials, but also just the way that Nike and Cactus Plant put it together to making this shoe, you know, just kind of one of a kind. Nobody in the world has the same pair. All the variations are different. There's different materials, different colorways. And when you actually like try to find this shoe, it was actually surprising that it wasn't more than it was when I actually did find them. And when I saw them, I was like, I gotta go ahead and buy these. This is Nike by You, Cactus Plant, flea market. It's called the Sponge, you know. It is very, very creative. I like these shoes just for the materials and the colorways. No person in the world has the same color or same variations when it comes to the sneaker. Some people went with the plain look. When I was looking at hunting for my pair, I wanted something that would, you know, be eye-catching, have the question of, damn, where did he buy those from? You know, this is like my weird pair, but also like very flashy. It has like a fuzzy teddy bear type feel on this panel. You have like a spongy type side on this panel. You have like your wool, like sweater pattern here on the front. I don't know what this material is, but it's on here. And it's the same thing on each panel. It's totally different on each pair. They also come with extra laces. I had the pair where it had 2 yellow laces and also the green laces. The Cactus Plant Flea Markets Nike by You collab. Just kind of clear things out of the way. I wanted to be able to showcase what I'm bringing out. Now, these are another collab that I was happy to actually get my hands on. Actually contemplating buying these shoes. Resale on these are pretty insane. But I remember actually being at work and talking to my friend Wyatt about these, and he was saying like, man, I know you're gonna buy them before the end of the ship. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna buy them. These are the Sakai Nike waffles. Nike just came out with a couple of different versions of them. I do like the new pairs, but these are the original out of the few colorways that they put out with these. I like it just because it's different. You have that, that big sole at the bottom, and then just the checks, and then also the different shoelaces that you come with it as well. It comes with your extra tongue, and this double tongue, and then you have your 2 colorways as far as the laces in. You have your Nike Sakai on the back, and then like I said, you had that huge midsole. Sakai actually supposed to be dropping more shoes than Nike this year, but I don't know if it's going to be like impacted with everything with the COVID. My favorite player. You got your Nike LeBron 7 Fairfax. It comes in this black colorway with red laces. I got these from Goat. Just simply like the colorway of it, and then just like I said, the story behind it as well. Like I said, when it comes to LeBron, it's nobody really other than him that's better than that when it comes to basketball at this time. I do want to eventually cop more LeBrons, the LeBron 7 MVPs. They're supposed to be dropping as well. So I don't know what Nike's doing, but I'm glad that they are dropping like all these colorways that we weren't able to grab. Most of us, when LeBron 7 were out for kids, so they're bringing all these colorways that we weren't able to get, and I can grab and get my hands on now. But these are the last pair of LeBrons that I have in my collection. The Adidas. And these are the Human Made sole use. I like Human Made and like all the clothes and different things like that. But also just for the simple fact of me and my girlfriend both have these as well. And they come with your red laces, really clean sneaker. Of course, paired up with a Human Made t-shirt. And I copped them from Goat as well. We got the Nike Flyknit Racer. I remember wanting these shoes so bad. I think Kanye actually wore a pair of these. But I was able to grab my pair as a graduation gift to myself when I graduated from school. So these are the Nike Flyknit Racers. I had these for about 5 years, just about now. The Seattle colorway. They come in green, and then you have the blue on the outside, or navy blue, if you want to call it. But they're real comfortable. Sometimes where they use the word. The next shoe in the collection, SB Dunk Biotech. Comes in these like real colorway, colorful shoe. I like that it has everything. Also as well, like one of my favorite musicians, for real, had these on. Also a couple pictures with Wale and these as well, with these SBs. When it comes to like colorways, just those eye-catching sneakers, these are definitely one of the ones in my collection that you practically can't miss wearing these out in public with all the colors you have on them as well. These sneakers, I don't remember the exact name for them, but I remember being in a mall on my boy Jay, and these were just sitting at this sneaker boutique. I can't remember the name of it, but it was at Galleria. I think I bought these 6 years ago. They were really cheap, they're like $40, I think. Probably like the sneaker, like the most cheap sneaker in my collection, just about. But yeah, they were like $40. It comes with like this Velcro piece here and then a Velcro on the back, just to like make it tight around your ankle. And then it comes on the other sneaker as well. It says "Just Do It." We have probably like one of the most slept on Jordan 1s, but I think a lot of people are kind of realizing that they should have probably bought these when they had the chance. These are like the teal Jordan 1s. And they're really nice. They did something different, but also it kind of gave you like just little hints of details around the whole sneaker. So you have something that they did different, spring or SP19 Air Jordan 1 High OG. So basically, kind of let you know, like I said, they came out in 2019, around the first quarter of the year, January to be exact. But it has that kind of like washed blue colorway, the hints of white with the leathers amazing on these as well. And then you also have like your exposed tongue as well. Another pair of ones, since we're already in the ones category. I have the royal blues, and I also have a lot of history with these shoes as well. I remember I bought these like right before I went to New York, which was like my first trip outside of Texas. And make it even crazier, I went to New York by myself on a plane for the first time. So it's a storytelling shoe, something very near and dear with me as well. I remember waking up like my second to last day in New York and just walking around for like 2 hours. So these shoes definitely have miles on them as well. But they are one of my favorite pair of ones. You got your infrared sixes, one of the most like known shoes that Jordan wore. When it comes to collecting, a lot of people like want to go after these, or you have to at least have like a pair of these in your collection. It doesn't matter from which year. But I was able to grab a pair from last year in 2019. There's a Nike Air on the back, of course, which makes them even better. You have like I think to me, probably the best shade that they have done in a while when it comes to the infrared for Jordan 6s. But they are one of like my favorite pairs that I wanted to have as a kid, like growing up. Like I said, you can see these all the time. We can go with the record-breaking season pair. They actually made these to celebrate that. A lot of people slept on these pairs as well. And to me, in my opinion, I feel like it's the most detailed Jordan 11 that has probably come out so far. Everybody collects a Jordan 11 just based off the history of them and different things like that. But when it comes to like storytelling, but also details on the Jordan 11, this is probably like my favorite pair so far. So you have like your Jordan 11 7210. So they have your typical patent leather here, your clear icy soles at the bottom. You have like this red Jumpman sign right here, suede on that back panel. But also as well, I just like the simple fact of the tongue is leather and all the areas surrounding the eyelets is leather as well. I need to actually wear this shoe more, but it is like one of my favorites. Like I said, when it comes to details and storytelling, this was for the 72-10 season that Jordan and the Bulls had. One of my first times paying resale for a sneaker. This story is like very near and dear to me too, because I think I started to like finally realize the art of like saving and like saving to get something that you really want. I realized I moved in with my grandparents going into like my senior year in high school, and my grandma would like just give me like money or whatever. So I went through like my first semester of school just kind of like just blowing it on bullshit. And then like kind of realized like, okay, wait, so she's giving me $10 a week. I'm like, okay, well I can add this and I can add that. And every now and then I may get a little bit more. And then when it came down to this shoe coming out, I remember just walking up to it with like a wad of money and I just started saving it. And I was able to buy these. I spent $350 and like spending money on a pair of sneakers for like $350 was crazy to her. She was kind of looking at me like, are you sure this is what you want to do with all this money that you have saved up? So these are your Jordan 11 Breads, and these are actually from 2012. I used to wear these just about like every other day to school. So it's something that I really like keep, and I probably would never sell in my collection, just for the simple fact of that story and being able to have these, but also just the fact of like I said, it was one of the shoes that I had on my list forever. All right, this is the last pair that I'm gonna do for this part. It will be a part 2. Stay tuned and look out for that. But we're gonna get into this last sneaker first. So this is my favorite pair of sneakers in my collection and my favorite Jordan of all time. When it comes to colorways, when it comes to silhouettes, when it comes to stories behind this, I was able to get this shoe from a local seller in the neighborhood just due to my friend Nick being on Facebook Market at the time. I remember him sending me a text, and I was in my social studies class in my junior year of high school, and he texted me and he told me like for the price, and I ended up picking these up in 2014. They originally came out in 2011, but these are my favorite pair of sneakers in my collection. Recently this week, I noticed that the sole was starting to like separate on them. It is sad to see. I will probably eventually get the pair that released in 2018 with the Nike on the back, but these are my babies. They are, like I said, separating in different spots on the shoe. The inside, just from wearing them so much. I used to walk home in these, you know, and 9 times out of 10, if back in that time when I had these, or when I first got them, you really couldn't catch me without them on my feet. You know, I would try to pretty much wear them with everything. These are the black Cement 3s from 2011. Now, like I said, we are gonna have a part 2 of the sneaker collection that will be coming soon, but I need, you know, just, you know, interaction from those subscribers when it comes to this YouTube channel. This is something, like I said, from the beginning that I have been told to do, that I wanted to do myself for a while now. It would really like mean a lot to have your support as far as just, you know, liking, sharing with a friend, but also continue just to watch everything that's going on with this page. Now, I do have some different things that I'm going to be bringing out in part 2. Now, we have this pair, you know, just to give you a little information on what to look forward to in part 2. This is probably by far my favorite but worst purchase of all time. I'll tell you why in part 2.